Welcome, everyone. I'm Gidget Carazales, founder of the 90 Days to Thrive method, a program designed specifically for women who are ready to lose weight and finally get relief from their symptoms of fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue. And I deeply understand how frustrating it is, or how frustrating it feels to be trapped in your own body, dealing with invisible pain, unexplainable weight gain, and the exhaustion that no one else can fully see or understand. I used to be that woman trying every diet, counting every calorie, every portion or point, and yet still feeling tired and unwell every single day. But through the very methods that I now teach, I was able to heal from chronic fatigue and persistent weight struggles. And I know that this works because not only did it transform my life, but it has transformed the lives of countless women that I have worked with over the last 7 years as a certified health and life coach and herbalist. And today I am super excited because I'm here with one of my amazing clients, Diana. She has such a powerful story to share about her journey through the 90 Days to Thrive method so far. And I cannot wait for you to hear from her and how she is doing and how she has been able to shed weight, gain energy, and manage her symptoms without deprivation and without giving up eating food. So let's dive in. Diana, thank you so much for being here with me today.
Oh, you're welcome.
Share with us, what were your biggest struggles prior to joining the 90 Days to Thrive and working with me?
Oh gosh, my biggest struggle was pain, 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 pain all the time. Weight gain, and the biggest thing was the pain, fibromyalgia pain all the time, not being able to move, just the struggle every day, crippling. It was horrible, horrible pain all the
Wow.
time.
And how many years has this been such a struggle for you?
Over 20 years. Over
Wow.
20. Hit me
Wow.
like a pain. Yeah.
What are
Uh,
some of the things,
yeah. Go ahead.
what are some of the things that you actually tried before?
Gosh, I tried every supplement you could think of. I went through every pill, every weight loss regimen, every oil, every anything you could think of. I tried local regimens. I've tried every local clinic, program, doctors, pills, pain meds,
So familiar.
even, antidepressants to pain meds to you name it. I tried it all. I was on 5 different antidepressants to pain meds to the point where I was losing short and long-term memory. I said enough. I couldn't do it anymore. I didn't want to lose my memories. Um, I said enough, and I wanted something different.
Yeah.
So,
What about
and
as far as the weight loss? Like, what did you try to lose weight?
um, I tried supplemental companies that promised the magic pill, shakes, you know, it, meal replacements and, you know, uh, anything you could think of, Herbalife to Advocare to, and I don't want to name drop a whole lot of things, but there's a lot of companies out there that promise weight loss. They maybe work for a month or two, but then they're not using real foods.
Yeah, yeah,
And, you
understand.
know, it doesn't work for long term. It maybe gets off a few 20 maybe pounds, but then it comes right back.
Yeah.
And it never helped with the pain.
Yeah, and if you're like anything like me, like I did, I went vegetarian. I tried the keto, the low
Oh,
carb.
all of that. And it never helped with the pain. Even, exercise regimens, the gym, everything. And all it did was hurt. And, I've tried personal trainers, even clinical nutritionists. They just didn't get it. They just didn't get the pain. You could exercise great one day and the next day you would pay for it. Fibromyalgia is a double-edged sword. You have to keep moving, but you can't move too much. So I was at a loss. I didn't know what to do.
So familiar with
Yeah.
so many women that are struggling with this.
Hmm.
So Diana, why do you feel that those things did not work long term? And why do you feel that yes, you lost some weight, right, doing those things, some of those things, but why do you feel you also put the weight back on? Can you share with us your experience and what you have found for you as far as why it didn't work?
I felt they didn't work because they weren't sustainable. They just drained me of money. And they didn't help my pain. Um, they, I wasn't eating real food. It was a promise that wasn't kept. Um, you know, I can mix all the shakes I want, or I can exercise. No, I couldn't exercise all I wanted. I couldn't move. I was in so much pain and taking so many pills. It was ridiculous and losing my mind. I was not me. I was a shell of who I wanted to be. And I wasn't me. I was horribly unhappy. I would cry because I wasn't me. I was so unhappy, emotionally, physically, mentally drained, and financially. And I couldn't afford the supplements anymore. I couldn't because they weren't working anyway. So why should I buy them? And I had a closet full of all these supplements. And my daughter was like, "What are you doing, mom? You're taking pills. You're not eating. And I'm like, "You're right. Enough of this. I need to find something sustainable. I need to start eating better. I need to find something that works."
It's so
So,
relatable to so many women. And you know what I find is, or what I discovered too, is that all of these diets and regimen do not take into consideration the root cause. It does not take into consideration the root cause of the toxic overload, the inflammation, um, the quality of ingredients, which all of those things in which I found on my journey, the toxic overload, the inflammation, the low quality ingredients were at the root of our symptoms and pain and fatigue.
right. And no coaching. They just want to sell, 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 sell and get their money or their pyramid scheme going or,
Yeah.
get their clientele going, which is great for them if that's what they want. But really, as a client, you're not being served. Um, and you're not getting what you really pay for. Um, and you're not being serviced. Um, so really it's not a win for you at all. And you're still left behind searching for that thing that you need. It's still not a miracle thing. Um, and you're still right back where you started. So
Yeah.
you're not
It's
winning it.
like,
So
yeah, it's like for me, in my experience too, it was like, whether you would go to the doctor or whether you would work with a nutritionist, and I'm not downplaying doctors or
Yep.
nutritionists or anything, but it's like all great intentions, and here's the instructions, and then they send you on your way with
Ex- yeah.
very little explanation of how to create those changes and how to understand
Mhm.
why,
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like a generic, you know?
Yeah, like a one size fits all.
Yeah. And that's kind of how I felt too. I felt like, okay, I've heard this before. Thanks,
Yeah.
shoo shoo, I kind of felt shooed away. And it's like, that's not what I wanted. I wasn't getting the one-on-one. And, the trainers are like, yeah, you got to do this and this and this. But it's like, but I hurt after that. I can't come back to the gym tomorrow and do all these because I hurt. And so I just quit and sabotaged myself some more and felt pity. And, then I gave up and the cycle began again and I got nowhere. So I gave up and I said enough. So I gave up all of the crap and just said, I need to find something that's right for me.
Diana, what made you reach out to me for help?
Well, truth be told, I was scrolling through Facebook looking for something, and I don't know, I something about your Facebook profile, just, I read through it a little bit and um I just kind of read through it and I thought, well, why not? Just why not? I've read through so many things and you said, oh, book a clarity call. I thought, well, what have I got to lose? So I booked the clarity call and I talked to you and I thought, wow, she seems pretty genuine. And, you know, and I did. I came to you like, I want no frills. I want real food, lady. And I want this and I want that. Did I not? I
You
mean,
did. And I said, well, you are in the right place, my friend.
yeah, yeah. I want real food. I don't have much money and this is what I want.
Yeah.
And you came at me with so much caring and so much love. And you said, this is what I have to offer. And I said, all right, I'll give you a chance. And honest to God, I've never been happier. And wow, you've changed my life. I mean, you really have. I mean, you, my goal was freedom and to care for me. And you've given me that, you know, I've lost 16 pounds since I've been with you. And it, it has really given me a lot of freedom. I am virtually pain free right now. So,
Amazing.
yeah,
That is amazing.
it's,
Isn't it amazing what happens when you address the root cause?
yeah. And eat the right foods. And that's what I'm eating is food. I'm eating food. And
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
it's
And
huge. I mean, people are noticing.
I've got to say something about you too, because on that call, Diana, I knew because I don't work with everyone. I work with very select few women, and I remember on that call when we discussed your why and we were uncovering your why.
Yeah.
And you said, my why is freedom.
Yeah.
I want freedom. I want my life back. It is time for me to live.
Yeah.
And, just like most all of us, we
Yeah.
don't have money to just, we don't, we've already thrown money at so many things.
Yeah.
But even in your financial situation, you said, I will find a way.
Yeah.
And you did. Like when there's a will, there's a way,
There
right?
is. Yeah.
And within just a few days, you were like, I'm ready. I'm
Yeah.
ready. And you have been taking action and showing up for yourself every single day. And that says a lot. That says a lot because belief, mindset, and the will of, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Diana, once you joined my program, what were some of the fears or concerns that you might have had?
It wasn't really I did have a fear of the weight loss. It was more of the fear of, is the pain gonna go away? Um, you know, I you met me where I was at
Mm.
with love, support, and one-on-one all the way. So I knew that you were there with me, and I needed that, tough love or not. And you were like, all right, you got it, let's go. And I knew that right then and there, you were my coach. And I knew no matter if I texted you, no matter if I emailed you, I've listened to the coaching Zooms because I was all in. I knew I had to be because I wanted that freedom. I knew I was all in because this was my last investment. And I knew that I needed this because I want that freedom. So, with that, I had a decided heart. And wow, did it ever pay off? Um, so the fear just went away. The fear went away when I did things the right way and I listened to you and I ate the right things and support. That's the huge thing right there. All that fear went away. What little fear I had, and the weight was just a bonus. The weight was a bonus.
It's
It just
crazy.
kind of gone. I mean, I just watched the scale go down, and I'm like, huh, that's pretty cool. And the pain, I was like, oh my gosh. I watched my daughter. She's like, Mom, do you realize what you just did? I'm like, what did I just do? And she goes, you just got up off of that chair without even hesitating. And I'm like, by God, I did. I didn't even realize what I had done until she made me realize what I did. And I'm like, that felt pretty good.
And how's that different from before?
I would have to get up, I would have to scoot myself to the edge of the chair, stabilize myself, maybe attempt to get out of a chair a couple of times, stand there for maybe 5 minutes, stabilize myself, stand up, get my bearings, and then maybe shuffle away from the chair and start walking. Maybe. I got up from that chair and started walking. I
That is
could,
crazy.
yeah. And that's what I do daily now. I don't
Amazing.
even think about it.
Yeah. Didn't you share with me, like, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks after starting my program, you went over to your friend's house or something and helped her shampoo carpets or something like that? And she was like,
My own carpets. Yeah.
who are you?
What? Yeah. I'm like, who am I? I just shampooed my own carpets in my own house. Yeah.
Like, what is that worth? What is that worth?
That is like, that doesn't happen without sweating.
Amazing.
Yeah. And it was hot outside. I mean, but it had to be done. Yeah. Things like that. I go for walks now. Crazy. Like it was debilitating me in my job. I could hardly move, let alone last a whole day in my job.
Let's talk about that. What do you do on your job? Didn't you tell me you have to stoop and you have to climb?
Yes, I climb ladders. I check machinery to make sure they're clean. I work in 34 degrees because it's very cold in there. Um, I work in a food production facility. It's very cold. Um, 10-hour days, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. Um, it's very physically draining. But before I started with you, I barely made it through my days. Barely. I would come home and sleep for hours. And then I would eat something barely and then go to bed and sleep all night. And then barely make it through my next day and come home and sleep for hours again. It would go on for days like that. Now it's like I'll come home from work and I'll, stay up, do some things around the house and, you know, make my dinner and go for a walk and play with my cat and, you know, like a normal person would do. And I have energy. I have a lot of energy now. It's crazy. My cat's looking at me like, who are you, lady?
When
And
did you wake up?
I know, right? Who are you?
Oh my God. And so how long have you been working with me in my program so far?
Let's see, the 21 days, and now I'm just starting what,
4 weeks?
4 weeks?
5 weeks? Five
Yeah,
weeks?
almost 5 weeks. Yeah,
Amazing.
it's like night and day.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. 16 pounds down.
Wow.
Yeah,
In 5 weeks.
in 5 weeks. And I'm virtually no pain. Yeah,
You,
and it's changed for the better. People are noticing, and my work pants are falling down. I mean, I went from, well, let's see. So I have a program at work that I also had to start for my biometrics. Um, so I started with that program, but I didn't lose a whole lot of weight with that. But then I started with you, and that's when the weight started to fall off, really, essentially. Um, but I started in a size 24 jeans. I am down now to almost a size 16 jean.
good.
Yes. So I can fit in one pair of size 16 jeans. They're stretchy jeans, but I still count it.
Years.
Yeah, who cares? So yeah. Um several inches down.
God. Oh my God. I know when you sent me the 18s.
Yes. Yeah,
Oh
big old
my.
nose. It, people are really noticing and they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm eating right. I'm not dieting. I'm eating right." So I cut out the foods that cause me pain and I'm eating right. That's all. I'm not dieting.
Right? Do you feel deprived? Are you weighing? Are you like, am I having you to count macros, micros, points,
No,
calories,
no,
weighing?
no.
No, you're just eating, right?
Yeah. I'm eating the foods that are right for my body and that fibromyalgia is being killed. I mean, the foods that my body is reacting to in a positive light. Like even my fingers love me these days. They're getting better. Um, I've been blessed with these nubby fingers that don't like to move, that, you know, they don't call it rheumatoid arthritis, but it's arthritis. I know it is. Um, they're moving. Um,
Wow.
yeah. Uh, life's good. Life is really good these days, and it's getting better, and it's gonna get even more better because I'm on my way and my freedom is coming and life is good. Life
Yeah.
is good.
Yes. What mindset shift do you feel that you had to make to follow through in the way that you have followed through so far?
Oh gosh, mind shit. Ugh. Just the fact of letting go of bad habits. It basically, you can't live in the past. You gotta let stuff go. Whatever, you gotta let go of the emotional eating. You gotta just say, you know what? I can't eat that anymore. Like we had talked about the gluten-free bread. Um, gluten-free doesn't always mean you can eat it.
Bread, that damn bread.
Yeah, bread.
That was our joke on our last coaching call this morning. That damn bread.
That damn bread. Even though it says gluten-free, doesn't mean you can always eat it. But um, you have to listen to your body, whether it's you think it's good for you or not. If it doesn't feel good in your body, it's probably not good for your body. Um, you know, um, Listen to your body. Just let go of what doesn't feel good. Um, Forget about the past stuff as far as what makes you not feel good. Um, Forget about the people who put you down for what you're doing, what makes you feel good. Healthy stuff. Healthy stuff. Like, don't let them make you feel bad for making yourself healthy. Like, this new journey that I'm on, people are like, what are you doing? Um, you know, I went to lunch with a friend and I put my silverware down and I was tasting my food and um she goes, "You're not making yourself anorexic, are you?" And I'm like, "No, I'm tasting my food." She goes, "Oh." And she went through 3 plates of salad before I went through my one plate. And she just noticed what I was doing and I said, "I'm breathing and tasting and noticing what I'm eating and making myself accountable." Notice the little things in life. Notice what makes you feel good. Um, find your freedom. And whatever that may be. Um, if it's meditating, do it. If it's laying in grass, do it. If it's eating better, if it's all veggies and fruit, do it. Um, Whatever that freedom is to make you feel good in a healthy way, do it. I'm finding my freedom, and boy, does it feel good. It feels so good. Yeah. And I'm happy.
Yeah,
People are
that's
noticing.
awesome.
Yeah.
So awesome. And it's crazy how people that don't understand, they may not that they directly mean to do it, but they will say things that can cause you to sabotage your efforts. They can say things to get in our heads and make us start questioning what we're doing, how we're doing it, even though we're feeling better.
Yeah.
But, for most people that they're not on that journey, they don't understand any other way of being.
Yeah.
They can say things that sometimes will trigger us to go back to our old ways of being.
Hmm.
Um, and mentioning the slowing down and eating your food, getting back to being present and getting in tune with your body and taking the time to enjoy even the small things that we take for granted, like eating our food. So, like, these are just some of the things that I coach women around in the 90-day journey, and you are mastering it very well, it sounds like.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Your love and support, and without you, I would not be here.
Oh my goodness.
So I don't know. I tell everybody it's Gidget. It's Gidget.
You are the one showing up and choosing you each and
I,
every day.
they're like, who are you working with? And I'm like, it's Gidget. They're like, that's such a cute name.
Oh, amazing.
That's what's different about your program. If anyone is on the fence about joining you, and I'm not kidding, don't be. Don't be on the fence about joining your program, because you, lady, show up, because you're there for me all the time. Whether it's just a quick text or I did this weekend and you're like, yay, or whatever. You support your clients. You're more than a coach. You're supportive, like beyond words. And that's what people need. And that's awesome. And that's what I needed. And that's what I need, because that support is huge. It's huge, and it resonates in my heart. And but I'm getting teary about this because it means a lot to me, because no one has ever been there for me, not even family, because they don't get it, because they're not going through that pain and that mind bullshit, if you will, of the pain and the weight and all this stuff that people with fibromyalgia and the weight and everything go through. You've helped me a lot, and you're helping me gain my freedom, and I thank you.
You are so welcome.
So
I love you, my dear friend.
About this, they shouldn't be, because you've helped me regain a lot of my life back, and you're helping me do it. And wow, lady.
This is the reason why I do what I do, because every woman should feel that way.
And you do it very, very well. You really do.
I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like.
Thank
And
you.
I want nothing more than for women to realize and understand it is possible for them.
It is so possible. If you have to have a decided heart, and you gotta want that freedom. Freedom, freedom, freedom. That's my mindset, is freedom from that pain, freedom from the magic pill, freedom from yeah, freedom.
Amazing. I'm
Yeah.
so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited for you.
Thank,
Diana, what test results or metabolic updates do you have to share, if any? Because I know that you've been working with your doctors, and I know that you've been working with a program at your work.
yeah.
Can you share?
Oh yeah. So last year, in my biometric screening and with my doctors, I was in the red zone. My blood pressure was off the charts. Um, this year, and I was pre-diabetic. This year, um, I'm in the yellow and the greens. Um, my BMI has actually dropped 5 points. My blood pressure is much better, down to more normal. Um, let's see. Yeah, I'm more in the green, yellow. Yeah,
See, this is so much more than just about weight.
yeah,
This, like, literally, weight just becomes the side effect. Like when you approach this journey the right way, the way that I help women approach this journey, you get so much more. What comes back first is your energy, your numbers start to improve, your inflammation goes down, your body is detoxing from all of the bull crap, even if you think you're eating healthy, because if you're following the fads, those foods that are deemed healthy are causing havoc on us with autoimmune disease and inflammation and fibromyalgia and fatigue. And it just warms my heart so much when it quickly no longer becomes about weight. It quickly becomes about, oh my God, I am starting to feel better. How much better can I feel?
yeah.
Because we forget what it feels like. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. My liver enzymes last year were like horrible because I was diagnosed with a fatty liver. Um, this year they are phenomenal. Yeah, they're good. So eating right matters. So
Amazing. You need that liver.
I
I
know.
mean,
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing keeping us alive and filtering out the toxins.
exactly. Yes. So
Amazing.
so they were really concerned about that fatty liver, and being overweight doesn't help that either. So yeah. Um it's really, my skin has also changed for the better too. It's no longer dry, flaky. It's more supple. I've been complimented on my complexion more than I can be comfortable with. No, I'm comfortable with it, but it's like, oh, what was it before? You know?
Right.
Yeah. They're like, oh, it's more supple. I'm like, oh, thanks. But I'm like, yeah, people notice. People have been noticing, and uh it's weird but good. But
Yeah.
yeah, they've just
Yeah.
said you just look more happy, and I really am. Yeah.
Yes, happy
I-
never looked so good, right?
yeah. So
Do you feel this is a true sustainable lifestyle that you can continue?
absolutely. Absolutely. Because you're eating real food. You're eating real food. I'm eating real food. Um, you bet. Because I I'm learning and still learning what foods to eat and what foods not to eat. And really in the beginning when I talked to you, I'm like, I don't want to hear the foods I can't eat. Just give me the foods that I know I can eat. Remember I said that? I'm like, I don't want to know what I can eat. I want to know what I can eat. And
Yeah,
that list is huge.
yeah.
And yeah, that list is huge. And wow, if anybody wants a coach, you're it. You're it.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah. So best coach ever.
Oh, amazing. Thank you. I am so honored. Honestly, I am so honored to be on this journey with you and to watch things unfold. And it's amazing.
It's like a new lease on life, and it's the best journey I've been on in such a short time. And it is sustainable, the best investment I've been on and invested in. And yeah, sustainable, you bet, because it's all the foods I love to eat. And yeah, it's like now I eat, if I were to eat something sugary, it's like, ugh, no, don't like it. Yeah.
So let's talk about that for a moment. Let's talk about the foods.
Hmm.
And because so many people, so many women that I talk to, and they have a right to think this way because that's the way the diet industry has made us believe, is that it's expensive to eat healthy.
No, it's not.
And that you have to eat rabbit food in order to be healthy. Are
No,
we doing that here?
no, no. It's cheaper actually because if you eat healthier, you eat less. That's what I found. I eat less because I'm not buying the specialty foods all the time. It's just healthier foods. I mean, because you eat better, you eat less because it's full of better quality stuff. I
Yeah,
mean, it's not full of things that make you feel hungrier. It's whole foods. It's not fillers. It's not um chemicals. It's there's chemicals in foods that actually make you feel hungrier. And if you look at your labels, you'll find those chemicals and additives and preservatives. And you start to figure out what it is, then you feel hungrier. So, yeah, then you are buying more food because you're hungrier. But if you start to eat the healthier, organic, maybe it is more rabbit food or healthier foods. But if you eat that, you're going to feel fuller faster. And it's okay. I wouldn't say I eat more rabbit food. It's just whole foods,
yeah,
less
it grows and grazes.
grows and grazes. Yeah, chicken, protein. Um, I wouldn't say and I mean, I don't go to the health food store to buy like tree hugger food. I
Yeah,
mean, I go to the grocery store, buy food.
yeah. Everything you need is right there in the grocery store.
Exactly. And that's where I buy my food. I mean, I'm not buying anything different than anybody else would. It's just how you prepare your food, what you're putting with your food, um, and what's in the food that you're buying, the quality of your food. Um, yeah. Instead of canned food, you buy frozen food if you can't find fresh.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's the quality of our food.
Yeah. And as far as sweet treats, if you wanted sweet treats, are you finding that you can still have sweet treats? And are you finding that you now have a better understanding of a this for that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, because my coach helps me with that. Um, you know, um, there's um there's fruit always. Berries are sweet. Um, there's better options always. Um, there's always I mean, I'm more of a fruit eater than a candy bar person any day. But that's just me. Um, but certainly if you want to eat a candy bar, I mean, that's have a bite or two or have a half a candy bar. That's your choice. But then get right back on to what you need to do.
Yeah.
But if it's going to make you feel bad and make you hurt because it's not part of that anti-inflammatory process, then maybe you shouldn't be eating it. Um, but that's part of the journey for your fibromyalgia, if that's what you're trying to get rid of, that pain. So it's all about choices. Um, and that's part of that journey. So the anti-inflammatory part of it, just like the gluten-free bread, we're back to the bread, you know?
Yeah, that even though it's gluten-free, it's still inflammatory because it's not just the gluten that's causing a lot of this
That
inflammation.
right.
Diane, share with me because I know that you mentioned to me, you had told me that you have been on other diet programs
Mhm.
or protocols, and they were so restrictive. Like you couldn't eat fruit, you couldn't eat, and you barely lost the weight that you were after, like because they were so restrictive and it was so exhausting for you to count and like share a little bit of that experience versus this program and how quickly you've been able to drop weight by not being
Oh
restricted.
gosh. I was so restricted that I was so hungry. I would just like all I could eat was like certain veggies and barely any fruit, or like I could only eat like five different vegetables and excuse me, five different vegetables and two fruits, or like that's I'm like, oh, I can't eat. I felt deprived. I was like really sick of it after a while. I'm like, oh, a month of this? No way. I couldn't do it. And I was so sick, like, and I still hurt and on supplements with that. And I was like, I'm still pushing the pills. I'm still barely eating. And the weight went nowhere. I maybe lost 5 pounds,
Wow.
but I still hurt. And then I was doing like some exercises and I was doing some therapies too with it. And the coaching wasn't there. And I was going into the actual clinic at the time and doing their therapy for 15 minutes, 10 minutes. And it was like, okay. And then at the end of that, I paid over $1,000 for that. Yeah. And I'm like, what am I doing? And then all of a sudden it was done and I hadn't gotten anywhere. And I'm like, this was stupid. And I still hurt. And I'm like, I just wasted all my money. And they're like, yeah, we'll get in touch with you, in a couple weeks to see how you're doing. I'm like, what do you mean? How am I doing? I wasn't doing good to begin with. And they never followed up. What a waste. So, you know, aside from me going into that clinic once a week, they never followed up on a daily.
Wow. And you had to go into a
I
clinic.
had to go into there. Whereas I can text you every day if I want to, 5 times a day if I want to. Just because, I could say good morning to you every morning if I want to.
That's what you pay me for.
Exactly. Exactly. And great, and wow. And
Amazing. Go ahead.
no, and that's what matters.
Mhm.
That's what matters to me. And uh that's I don't know. That's priceless to me.
Oh, it's genuine, genuine love, support,
Exactly.
accountability, tough love, all of it. It is genuine.
Yeah.
And
And
there's so much misconception out there.
mhm,
And, you know, we just didn't know any better, right? Because the diet industry has just blown up for so many years with all of this misconception, eat this way, eat that way, cut this out, cut that out.
yeah.
And there's so much restriction around everything. And what people don't know and understand is that our bodies know what to do with real food.
Yeah.
All carbs are not the same. All sugars are not the same. All proteins are not the same. And So, when there's this huge diet industry and influencers and all of that out there, and they're talking about, you can't have any carbs. So you've got to cut out all these carb vegetables and you can't have any sugars. So you've got to cut out all of fruits. Those are things that God has given us.
Exactly.
God has given us everything that we need and that our bodies know to do with. And so that's what my program is all about, is quieting all the noise and
Yes.
getting rid of all of that misinformation out there and allowing you and your body to get back to the basics.
Yes. Yes.
And
And that is exactly what I wanted. Yes. And that's when I came to you and I said, I don't want any pills, any nothing, any supplements, blah, 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 besides the bone marrow,
the bone broth, yeah.
that to help me with my protein intake. That's all. And it's been all food. And that's what I got.
Amazing, amazing. And when you go to the grocery store and you are thinking about the meals that you're going to have, are you overwhelmed? Are you confused? Are you just like, "Oh my God, I don't know what to buy. I don't know what to make. I don't know."
No, not at all. No, because I know what makes me feel good. I because I know the anti-inflammatory list, because I've learned in this short amount of time what makes me feel good, what makes my belly feel good, what makes my body function, the high energy foods, the just the feel good foods. And so I want to keep consuming those foods to keep me going, to keep my gas tank, as we talked about this morning, full. And yeah, I want to keep going. I want to keep energized. I want to, yeah. It's kind of a no-brainer. Um, it becomes second nature then, and it becomes easy. So I don't want to make it sound like it's too easy, because for some people it won't be that easy, but it's an easier choice.
Mhm.
Once you figure that out, then it's like, huh, I felt pretty good on that food. I'm gonna buy it again.
You have to
But
be ready and willing to take action that you've never taken before. You have to be ready and willing to do things differently and to do the things that actually make the difference,
yes.
right? Change
Yeah,
never happens without changing something. So you have to be willing. And for the women that are not willing to create change and get out of their comfort zone, this is not for them.
right.
It's not for everyone.
Yeah, and you really, really have to be sick and tired and emotionally ready to be just fed up to here of pain and tired of laying around day after day after day and just not living your life and not being able to chase after those grandkids. I only have one, and I was like, I want to chase after that little girl. I want to be part of her life. I want to act silly with her. I want to go to the park with her, and you know, I want to go for walks without hurting, without having to push the stroller, or go to the store without having to take a cart with nothing in it. Or I want to go dance,
Yes.
or go out with friends.
Which you've been doing lately?
I did, and I loved it. My girlfriend just about fainted because she's like, Look at you, girl. I'm like, I know, I almost forgot how to dance because I hadn't danced in for so long. But yeah, it feels so good. It does. I mean, go live your life. Get your life back, people. Get your life back. Get your freedom. Go get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was going to ask you if there's anything that you could share with everyone right now, maybe to that woman who has been on the fence or maybe has fears or doubts about whether or not working with me and my program would, you know, be the next best thing for them. What would you tell that woman?
Oh my gosh. Jump off that fence, lady, and just do it. There's no there's no reason to be on that fence. Just jump off that fence and just do it. You have to. You have to get your life back. You have to get your freedom back. Do it for you. Get it back. Go, as my daughter would say, pop off, queen.
I love that.
Get your life back. Get your life back and live. It is so worth it. So worth it. And get it back. Get your freedom. I'm getting mine back and it's so worth it. Yes.
Diana, you are such an inspiration. You
Ah,
are such an inspiration, and you being on here this hour to share your story and your journey, I do not take lightly because this is time out of your life and your day. And I am just so thankful and grateful that you are leading the way and you are so willing to share and show other women what is possible for them if they choose to do so.
all thanks to you.
You're amazing. Oh,
All thanks to you, coach. All thanks to you.
oh, my pleasure. My life's journey is to help other women see that it can be different. I don't care what they've been told.
It's
And
possible. It is so possible. And you got to do it for you. Yep.
yeah, and without people like you that are so willing to come on here and share, all people see are posts, right? All people see are posts and they see the videos and they don't see the real woman
Yeah.
share that story. And I thank you so much. I'm so grateful for you.
Very well.
Um,
I
I
hope
just hope I do too. I was just going to say, I hope that for every woman that is watching your testimonial, I hope and pray that they see that this is possible for them too. And if they want to work with me, great. Whether they want to work with me or not, I beg you to get help from someone who has been on this journey, who has been where you are, and has come out on the other side in a sustainable way, a
yes.
sustainable lifestyle way that does not deprive and deplete and make your symptoms worse. The symptoms should get better. And again, whether you work with me or not, find someone that you trust and know, and it's possible. It is so possible. Diana, anything else you would like to share before we hop off here today?
I don't think so. All I can say is, ladies or gentlemen, get your life back. Get your freedom.
You are amazing. Amazing. Thank you, Diana.
Welcome. Thanks for having